All right, we are here with a special sit-down interview with Warren Lady Dragon seniors Emma Ruhlman and Riley Childress. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Let's get right into it. You guys are coming into your senior season. You've been playing together not only for your entire high school careers, but a lot longer than that. When did you guys first start playing together and become teammates?
I think kindergarten.
Yeah, probably kindergarten. We kind of started at like the Y League. I think they still have that today.
Yeah,
like the Y
it's
League.
just small now.
Yeah, we started doing that together. And then as we went on, my mom, she ran like the biddy basketball stuff, and then we just have been on the same team ever since. Long time.
So, did you guys know each other before you got on the court, or did you actually meet on a basketball court?
Honestly, I think we met on the basketball court.
Yeah,
I think I knew you.
probably.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe our moms knew each other.
Yeah, probably.
I
And my
don't know.
sister, but I don't know.
Yeah, definitely on the basketball court
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
So it truly a friendship and a relationship born of basketball.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, very.
I mean, was it an instant friendship and chemistry with the two of you? Or did it take some time to develop?
It was pretty
It
instant.
was instant.
Yeah.
I feel like when we were younger, we didn't really, because we weren't super serious
Yeah.
about it when we were 4 years old.
You just like mess around.
Yeah, but as we got older and stuff, it kind of become like Emma and Riley, and we both knew we wanted to play at the next level, and
Especially when you came to Warren in like 7th grade. So.
Yeah.
And speaking of some of your time in junior high, Andy Close and myself, we were with the newspaper here in town. There's been some weather issues in town today, so the lights may go on and off. But we were down at Beatty Warren Middle School for you guys. You had a phenomenal 8th grade year, and
Yeah.
it really seemed to kind of portend things that were to come for you. What was that like, being in 8th grade and having some media coverage and having that kind of season at that age?
Yeah, it was good. 21-0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
21.
was like our claim. That was our claim to fame. Was in middle school that we went 21-0 in 8th grade. Like we thought that was the coolest
And then
thing
we wanted to like
ever.
challenge the boys team. We wanted to like play
Oh,
them
yeah.
5-on-5, but we were never allowed. But we would have won.
We would have.
Yeah.
But that's kind of just what we are. Like if anybody ever said anything, we're like, okay, whatever.
Just play us then.
Yeah. So even from a young age, we're very competitive and kind of tag along with each other in that aspect.
So does the open challenge still stand then if the boys want to come take you on?
Yeah,
you're
for
down
sure.
for it?
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, we're good. We love the boys team. They are very supportive of us now, and so are we of them. So it's nice.
And then so looking back at your freshman year, you guys kind of burst on the scene in District 10. You had a great leader on the team in program points record holder Margot
Yep.
Lautzenheiser, and you guys go on and win a District 10 title as freshmen.
Yeah.
What was that like to come on as freshmen, have starting roles, big roles on a team that goes on to win a district championship?
Well, it was very like nerve-wracking at first. Like when she first said like that we were starting, I was like,
She didn't tell us until that day.
Till the first like the day
She did
before
not
the
tell
game.
us until like tip off.
Yes.
And because we had to like think of our handshakes, and like that's still like one of the biggest things is like, oh my god, what's my handshake gonna be when we start? And so we were like super nervous about that. And having Margot as a leader and stuff was just like, we were just kind of like her two little puppy dogs that
Yeah.
she just like carried along. So it was very nerve-wracking, but having that kind of person in Margot, it helped like ease us into it, and I don't know, it felt natural.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't too bad.
And so what was the feeling like, Riley, I've said oftentimes to people that my favorite interview answer was the one that you gave to me after the district semifinals, and I asked what you were most looking forward to at the District 10 championship. Without missing a beat, you said the win.
Yes.
Was that the most exciting part of that day? And what was it like to be on the court when you got that trophy in your hands?
I don't know. It's like hard to explain the feeling, but
Well, because we both have been around, so we saw like Mom and her team with like DJ and Paige Wilson and Lizzie Marsh. We saw all of them win it, and so like being the second one, it was just like, oh my gosh. And it's something that like we've been around the program enough where we've heard people talk about it, and it was just something like, oh my gosh, we want to do this so bad. And Margot experienced that freshman year, and she wanted it so bad, and we were like, yeah, we want this too.
Yeah.
It was a really good feeling.
So then as sophomores, you guys come back, you still go to the state playoffs, and then last year, you take me a little bit through what was last season like? I mean, different than probably anything you've ever experienced with all the COVID restrictions and things of that nature.
Well, sophomore year, just forget about that because that was so bad. That was really bad. But like last year, it was like
it was stressful.
Yeah, we were all worried all the time about who has COVID, blah blah blah, like at school, and it was just always like when are we gonna get shut down? But we never did.
Thank God. And we also, I know it was right around tip-off time last year where Governor Wolf shut everything down for those 3 weeks. And that was the time, and I think that during those 3 weeks is when our whole team just, that's what won us the District 10 championship. And what had such a good season last year was Riley and I, and with the help of Kelsey and Tegan, our seniors, sent out workouts to people. We all met up at the hub when it was 19 degrees and shot together. It was just stuff like that that I think really made that season unique, and that we all were just we just want to play basketball and it to be normal. It was hard.
So that and then another unique part of last season is you got to play every round of the district playoffs on your home court, and what was that like to be able to play those playoff games in front of your home fans?
We'll probably never get to do it again. So it's just so it was so unique, cool, winning it and then just going to one of our teammates' houses and having a sleepover instead of having to take a bus ride all the way home. So it was nice.
And being able to after we won the D10 championship, coming out on the court and just being able to lay there, that it was our court and we just did it there and stuff. Obviously our parents were there. It would have been so nice to have students and other people there, but there were still a lot of people that got to see it, and it was really nice. Lights again.
Some lighting issues due to some weather issues here in Warren County today, but and then let's talk about the championship game itself. Was just a battle between you guys and Slippery Rock, and it seemed like all season it was building towards that. They were running through the south, and you guys were running through the north, and here you come, and it comes to head to head. Now that you've had some time, some months to reflect on that.
Yeah.
What was it like to be in a game of that magnitude that absolutely lived up to its hype?
Well, I'll say first off, obviously we've been playing together forever. We used to play Hallie Rab and Marianne.
What's that?
What's
point guard?
Kelly. Oh, and Anna. We played all of them when they were in 8th grade. We played up in a league down in Slippery Rock. So I don't know. I feel like we've been going at it since even before.
And I think they would always beat us.
Yeah. And then freshman year in the D10. And so last year, I think we were always looking it's going to be Slippery Rock, and they're a very good team. And they did a triangle in 2, and Riley and I didn't touch the ball and
scored 7 points combined.
Yeah, but I think that had a lot to show, especially with her being a point guard and stuff, not having the ball in our hands, but being able to still have a positive impact just through leadership and stuff with our team.
And the whole season we were working on if Emma and I can't score, who's going to step up, and that showed in that game because Gracie, Tegan, and Kelsey all did really well.
Yeah.
And so obviously a lot's been said about the final moments of that game, and everybody's gonna have their own opinions.
It was a foul, and I made all 3. That's all that you need to know.
But so I saw a picture, and we'll try to put it up on the video if we can. There's a picture of Emma while you're taking the free throws.
Yeah.
Riley is standing with Gracie and Kelsey and Tegan, and they all have different looks on your face. And Riley, I'm just curious in that moment, because you look like you're about ready to go on a sprint, you're getting ready to run.
She was the first time. We talk about this all the time.
But I mean, what was going through your mind in that moment that you're just getting ready? It seems like what Emma's about to do, and you're just ready to celebrate.
Well, first off, Gracie was crying
because
she was nervous that Emma was going to mess it up, and she felt bad because she just let the last layup go in, and then Tegan's freaking out.
Tegan stressed me out. I shot the shot. She's
all you have to do is just make these 3 shots. That's all you have to do.
And I was like, Tegan, go back there. I literally was like, Tegan, go away. No.
So we were just holding hands, and I was trying to calm everyone down. And as soon as she made the first one, I was like, yeah, she's making all of these. And I was like, guys, I'm gonna be the first one there. And I don't think I've ran that fast before.
I just remember, I don't know, it was all a blur now, but I just remember falling down. All of a sudden, Riley was on top of me, and we were just
and everyone just
crying and saying holy crap, we just did that. And top 10 top number one feeling ever.
Yeah.
Was doing that.
And I know we talked about it after the game, and you had said that, you know, some of you guys were talking about that kind of moment the day before in practice. Tell me again, what was it like to actually be there and live something that you know, kids in the playground all the time. You simulate that, it's the bottom of the ninth in the World Series, or I've got a minute left to throw the touchdown, and you guys were talking about this exact moment. What was it like to actually live that?
I remember Kelsey and I said, we hope it's Emma. If anyone's shooting the shots, we hope it's Emma, because we know she'll make them. But it was just like so weird that the situation like went on in a conversation the night before, and then it happened like that.
But I'm glad it did, because like I always, and I feel like having the basketball knowledge that we do from just growing up and like watching all of like my mom's teams play and stuff, we've known that those things can happen. So I know like Riley and I both work when we're shooting our free throws, like, okay, clear your head. Like I always do my ABCs, like people just do random stuff, and I don't know, it was weird that it happened, but it was pretty cool, I'd have to say.